Hey everyone, and welcome back. Have you ever looked up at the night sky, seen that incredible band of stars we call the Milky Way, and wondered, just how big is this thing we're a part of? It's a question that can really make you feel small, but also incredibly connected to the cosmos. Today, we're going on a journey to wrap our heads around the mind-boggling scale of galaxies. So, let's start with our home. We, our sun, our entire solar system, are all on a grand cosmic carousel orbiting the center of the Milky Way galaxy. It's this massive, sprawling city of stars, and we live in one of its spiral arms. But how massive are we talking? Well, estimates suggest the Milky Way contains somewhere between 200 and 400 billion stars. That's billion with a B. For every single person on Earth, there are dozens of stars just in our galaxy alone. Now, let's talk about distance. The Milky Way is about 100,000 light-years across. 100,000. Let that sink in. A light-year is the distance light travels in 1 year. Light, the fastest thing in the universe, zips along at an incredible 186,000 miles per second, or about 300,000 kilometers per second. So, to get from one edge of our galaxy to the other, you'd have to travel at the speed of light for 100,000 years. It's an almost unimaginable distance, and what's wild is that this is considered a fairly typical size for a large spiral galaxy. We're big, but we're not uniquely gigantic. So that's our island of stars. One galaxy, 100,000 years for light to cross it. But what about our neighbors? Are we all alone out here? Not at all. If you live in the northern hemisphere and you find a really dark spot, far away from city lights, you can actually see our nearest large galactic neighbor with your own eyes. It looks like a faint, fuzzy smudge in the constellation of Andromeda. Appropriately, it's called the Andromeda Galaxy. Andromeda is our cosmic twin, in a way. It's also a spiral galaxy, and it's actually a little bit bigger than the Milky Way. We think it might have up to 1 trillion stars, maybe double what we have. Its diameter is also larger, stretching over 220,000 light-years. But the most staggering fact about Andromeda isn't its size, it's the distance to it. The Andromeda Galaxy is 2.5 million light-years away from us. Think about that for a moment. When you look at that faint patch of light in the night sky, the photons, the actual particles of light hitting your retina, began their journey 2.5 million years ago. That light left Andromeda long before modern humans, Homo sapiens, even existed on planet Earth. Our early ancestors, like Australopithecus, were roaming the plains of Africa when that light started its epic voyage across the vast emptiness of intergalactic space. You are literally looking back in time, seeing a galaxy as it was millions of years in the past. It is like receiving a postcard from a time before our own species had even begun to write its story. This is what makes astronomy so profound. It's not just about numbers and distances. It's a direct connection to the deep past of the universe. Every time we look up, we are time travelers. Now, Andromeda and the Milky Way aren't just sitting there. We are bound together by gravity. And in about 4.5 billion years, our two galaxies are predicted to collide. Now, don't panic. This isn't a cosmic car crash. Because galaxies are mostly empty space, the individual stars are unlikely to hit each other. Instead, they'll pass by one another, and over hundreds of millions of years, the two galaxies will merge, their gravitational forces swirling them together into a new, even larger galaxy. Some astronomers have playfully nicknamed it Milkomeda. Our descendants, if they're still around, will have a spectacular view. But Andromeda is just our closest large neighbor. The universe is filled with galaxies. How many? The Hubble Space Telescope gave us a glimpse with its famous deep field images. They pointed the telescope at a tiny, seemingly empty patch of sky, about the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length. And they just left the shutter open for days, collecting the faintest, most distant light. What they found wasn't emptiness. They found thousands of galaxies in that one tiny spot. Extrapolating from that, astronomers now estimate that there are something like 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. 2 trillion. Each one a collection of billions or even hundreds of billions of stars. Each star potentially with its own system of planets. The numbers become so large they almost lose their meaning. It's a universe not just of stars, but of galaxies, stretching out in every direction for as far as our telescopes can see. These galaxies aren't just scattered randomly. They're organized. Gravity pulls them into groups and clusters. Our Milky Way and Andromeda are the two largest members of what's called the local group, a collection of over 50 galaxies. This local group is, in turn, part of an even larger structure, the Virgo supercluster. And that supercluster is just one lobe of an even more massive cosmic web structure that we call Laniakea, which means immeasurable heaven in Hawaiian. It's a filamentary network of galaxies stretching over 500 million light-years. So, when you ask how big is a galaxy, the answer is, on a human scale, unimaginably vast. But on a cosmic scale, a galaxy is just one building block. One city of stars in a universe filled with trillions of them, all woven together into a grand cosmic tapestry. It's a perspective that can be both humbling and inspiring. We are part of this incredible, dynamic, and unbelievably huge cosmos. It really puts our daily concerns into perspective, doesn't it? The sheer scale of it all is a beautiful reminder of the wonders that lie beyond our world. Thank you so much for joining me on this cosmic journey today. I hope it sparked your curiosity as much as it does mine every time I think about it. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more wonders of the universe with me, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next adventure. Let me know in the comments what cosmic topic you'd like to dive into next. Until then, keep looking up.